The Special Olympics is the largest sports organization in the world for the intellectually disabled. And it started with 1,000 athletes from the United States and Canada. And this July, they're going to host, or all over the world, there's 5.5 million athletes in 172 countries around the world that participate in Special Olympics.
I'm determined to get a lot of weather-related stories in today. I mean, if you're going to wear that green jacket, you're going to have to really work.
I'm very proud of this green jacket that I found.
It's certainly bright.
It stands out, doesn't it?
It stands out.
It does. Well, following that float, we are going to have the Chicago Park District float coming up. And, of course, we are in a Chicago Park District area right now here off Columbus Drive. And I wish you could see our vantage point, but there are literally thousands and thousands of people lining this parade route, and it's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen this many people. I'll be interested in the count. And there usually is about 1 million people who come out to this parade. But I don't know. The cold is not keeping them away.
It is not.
Look at that shot we have right now.
And it's great that St. Patrick's Day this year is on a Saturday during the parade. I think that makes a difference probably in the attendance.
So we'll take a break, and all of us will huddle close to this particular man right now in his check jacket. We'll be right back with more of our parade coverage after this.
We're gonna have a little fun now, shooting some t-shirts into the stands. So let's get a cheer going. 5-0, let's go, 50. 5-0, let's go, 50. If you want a t-shirt, let me hear you scream.
I had a lot of fun in Special Olympics. My favorite memory is seeing everyone and competing against them. I have a lot of gold medals at home. Join me for the 50th anniversary.
There's a new exhibit here in Chicago that's honoring 50 years of the Special Olympics, and today the Games founder joining athletes and their families at the Chicago History Museum to check it all out. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Karen Jordan with the story that makes Chicago proud.
Memorabilia from Special Olympics games over the years is on display at the Chicago History Museum and is a source of inspiration for these Special Olympians. 30-year-old Sean Logan of Lawndale has played basketball in the athletic event several times, but says the sport is not the only reason he enjoys it.
You meet like new friends, and you get to build like a lot of relationships with new Special Olympians.
Allison Bergeron competes in a number of different sports, but recently became the statewide champion of the standing long jump, earning the gold medal.
I enjoy doing it for Chicago and doing all these other events for Illinois.
Cheering them on will be their coach, Nikolai Torres. He's gotten to know the athletes through programs at the Chicago Park District.
I really love doing this because there's passion all around, and it's something that they really enjoy doing. It's like kind of the purest emotion that you can really feel.
It's that feeling that still inspires Illinois Supreme Court Justice Ann Burke. She launched the Special Olympics 50 years ago when she was working for the Chicago Park District. She reached out to members of the Kennedy family.
I wrote to Mrs. Shriver and said we need some money. She absolutely agreed.
And now there are nearly 5 5 million Special Olympians worldwide who compete in a variety of events.
Even if they don't win, they tried. And of course the Olympic oath, if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
The official celebration for the 50th anniversary of the Special Olympics takes place next month with a week of high-level sports competitions, and it ends with a star-studded concert produced by Chance the Rapper. Karen Jordan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Karen. And the opening ceremony for the 2018 Special Olympics USA Games will air live right here on ABC 7. That's on July 1st. It starts at 2:30 p.m.
Welcome back to Guaranteed Rate Field, and we're joined by special guests Eileen Ganan, who's a Special Olympics administrator here in Chicago, and Allison Berggren, one of the athletes participating in the National Games coming up. Welcome to both of you.
Thanks so much for having us.
This is a big time in Chicago, considering it's the 50th anniversary of Special Olympics, which the first one was here in Chicago at Soldier Field. And Eileen, what does it mean just to have this 50th anniversary here in Chicago?
Gosh, 50th anniversary, it's awesome. We have one of the original athletes here with us today enjoying the game. Just to see how far we've come as a city, as a society, the opportunities that we're able to give these guys, it's amazing. It's incredible. It's incredible to be a part of it.
Allison, for you, I know you participate in a lot of the sports. What does Special Olympics mean to you and how you live?
I like doing a lot of Special Olympics and going to Seattle and downstate. I'm enjoying that.
How many sports do you actually participate in? Seems like a lot, right?
Yeah. Soccer, basketball,
snowshoes?
Yeah, snowshoes and track and
Allison's kind
field.
of a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't think of anything.
what Jason would like is you also compete in bocce.
Mm-hmm.
He would kind of like that.
Yeah,
as well
I
as
did.
track and field and, boy, everything else, basketball and volleyball. That's pretty impressive.
All right, well, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the opening ceremonies of the 2018 Special Olympics Illinois Summer Games, and to thank you all for joining us to celebrate the immense achievements of this year's Summer Games athletes. 68 athletes, unified partners, coaches, and staff will travel to Seattle to represent Illinois at the 2018 USA Games. Team Illinois will join more than 4,000 athletes and coaches from all 50 state programs and the District of Columbia in a week-long competition. Safe travels and best of luck in Seattle. Let's hear it for Team Illinois.
I got the heart of 20 men. No fear, go to sleep in the lion's den. That flow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now.
And a really sweet send-off for some Illinois athletes happening this week. The Sugar Factory hosted Illinois Special Olympics team for a goodbye party. That sounds like fun, huh?
Sounds great.
Bring on the Sugar Factory. All right, so 46 athletes and 13 coaches are headed to compete in the games in Seattle. This all starts tomorrow, and you can watch the opening ceremony right here on ABC 7. It is set for 2:30.
So happy to have you guys here. I live in Chicago as well, so Illinois is going to win everything, I'm pretty sure. We got a lot of people waiting for you outside, and I have the great pleasure and honor of walking with you tomorrow at the opening ceremony, so I'm really excited to see that. So I'll see you at the end of the jetway, and I'll be saying hi, so when you see me, just give me a high five, single, double, or however you want. So,
Presentation of Special Olympics on ABC.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Special Olympics USA Games 2018. We're live from Husky Stadium on the campus of the University of Washington in beautiful Seattle. I'm Kevin Agandi, and the opening ceremony on ABC is just moments away. And these 4,000 seats will soon be filled with the most inspiring and courageous athletes you'll ever see. All week long, ESPN will follow these athletes and celebrate them in 14 sports throughout the Emerald City. Choose to include. 3 very simple words, but I bet by the end of the week, you'll understand the impact of those 3 words through the power of sport. Rise with us. We've got great performances ahead. Charlie Puth is here. Alan Stone is here. DJ Marshmallow is here. I'm going to get set for the parade of athletes.
Illinois.
68 members in this delegation, 45 are athletes. And Illinois, by the way, will host the 50th anniversary of Special Olympics celebrations later this month, featuring 2 main events. From July 17th to the 21st is the first Special Olympics Unified Cup soccer tournament, which will consist of 24 teams made up of players with and without intellectual disabilities. 18 countries will vie for the inaugural men's and women's titles. The finals will air on ESPN2. And then July 21st is the Global Day of Inclusion, marking the 50th anniversary of the first Special Olympics. The event will take place at Soldier Field. Well, we saw that back in 1968. And those games featured roughly 1,000 athletes, all from the U.S. And now we got 4.9 million athletes from more than 172 countries, Holly. I want to let you guys know, too, that we have 2,200 athletes here. And how about this? Roughly 15,000 volunteers are at these games.
Singer-songwriter Kyla Jade singing the hit song from The Greatest Showman, a song that has become an anthem of self-empowerment. Kyla Jade sings This Is Me.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna send a flag, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hit my skin, will fire away today. I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. Yeah, that's what we've become. So I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. For your glory, gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. And I know that I deserve your love. There's nothing I'm not worthy of. Oh, when the sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared, I make no apologies. Whenever the words wanna cut me down, I'll send that blood to drown them out. Oh, this is me.
And now, please welcome Chief Inspiration Officer, Special Olympics International, Loretta Claiborne.
In 1968, a woman, a hero and a friend of mine, created the first games in Chicago. She was fearless, even though our country had fear. She fought. Today, we'll start to celebrate 50 years of Special Olympics, 50 years of inclusion. And we're not done until we can celebrate 50 years of inclusion worldwide. Thank you.
It began with a wrong that Eunice Kennedy Shriver promised to right.
Special Olympics came out of my observation of my sister Rosemary. I can remember my mother saying that there was no place, say 45 years ago, where you could go, and there was nobody to talk to.
The effort started modestly, a summer day camp hosted in her backyard. Fighting against a long history of misunderstanding and prejudice, the movement's message spread. Everyone has an equal right to play, to compete, to dream.
In ancient Rome, the gladiators went into the arena with these words on their lips: "Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt."
From those early roots, a global community has grown, carried by the guiding principle of hope and the power of inclusion.
By your presence, you send a message to every village, every city, every nation. The right to play on any playing field, you have earned it. The right to study in any school, you have earned it. The right to hold a job, you have earned it. The right to be anyone's neighbor, you have earned it.
Being around the athletes of Special Olympics, I feel like I get to see my mom in some ways every day. I get to be reminded why she believed in them so much.
Your bravery, seen here, can become a mighty force.
For half a century, Special Olympics has lit the way toward a better understanding of the human truths that bond us all, and the empowerment it gives to the athletes carries long after the competition ends.
I'm not on the sideline anymore. I'm included. That's all that matters.
Special Olympics means a lot because now I am an athlete.
Special Olympics definitely changed my life forever. It was a great feeling to know I was not alone.
Go home and tell your countrymen, grant me my humanity. The days of separation and segregation are over.
And now, won't you please extend a warm welcome to Special Olympics Chairman, Dr. Tim Shriver.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm joined by the youngest athlete in the games, Franny Ronan. Can you give her a little round of applause? And together, Franny and I want to thank especially the volunteers, the coaches, the family members, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, aunts, grandparents, all of you who are here to cheer your athletes. We want to thank the governor, Jay Inslee. We want to thank all the elected officials, all the members of the Games Organizing Committee, our sponsors, for making the sun shine on the United States of America right here in Seattle, Washington today. Athletes, to you, this is the big event. This is your time. And in these games and in these contests, you're going to be asked to exceed every achievement you've had up until now, to be a better teammate, a tougher competitor, run faster, score more than you've ever done in the past. And I believe you will indeed rise because you're motivated to get those medals, and God willing, you'll all win one by doing your best. But I'm asking you to do one more thing, athletes. I'm asking you during these games to show the world what it looks like to lead from the heart. Because the world is looking. The world is looking for leaders who value compassion, who value dignity and respect, who value unity. And you, my fellow athletes and friends of Special Olympics, you are the ones the world is looking for. You are the leaders the world needs at this critical moment. So I want to ask you, show America what it means to shower respect on your fellow human beings. Show the world what it means to choose to include. Show others where they see tension and fear. Show them togetherness. Some are seeing despair all around them. You show us joy. And where others see division, I'm asking you, show them love. Because we are living in a country that needs you right now, and we're here to take a stand for a different kind of America. Because, yes. Right, Franny? We see a different America. We believe in a different America. And we're here because we're determined to create an America that is already tough, already generous, already inclusive, and already very, very beautiful and good. No one has to argue with us about that here today. So America, I ask you, watch and look here closely. Look at these athletes. Look here at your heroes. They're in the game. They're beating the odds. They're winning the race. And they're showing you the America you want to live in. So follow the athletes of Special Olympics America. They will not disappoint you. So I say, even though the competition hasn't started yet, these are already the victorious games of the United States of America. We're here because we're showing what it looks like to be America the Beautiful. Never more than here, never more than now, and never more than us. Thank you, athletes, and thank you, Washington. Thank you to the USA. Now, Franny, do you have a message for all the athletes?
Yes,
What's your message?
my name is Franny. I'm 8 years old. I love you.
I love you! Thank you, Franny. Put your hand.
The youngest athlete here at these games with the best message. Along with Tim Shriver, the chairman of Special Olympics. The opening ceremony of the 2018 Special Olympics USA Games on ABC continue after this.
NFL Hall of Famer Walter Jones.
All right, team, we're here. Forget all the rest. Let's go out and compete like champions. You are. I want to talk to athlete. To all you here, I have a huge respect for what it took for you to be here today. The training, the focus, the dedication. Some say 37 years ago, one cheerleader started the very first crowd wave in the stands right here. Today, we are going to try something different. Let's see if we can blanket all these athletes of the U.S. Games with a wave of support and empowerment. Look to the stands. A symbolic wave of water is about to flow. Assisted by the U.S. Game Choir, directed by Rafe Watley.
Imagine water as a drop of energy. That energy, the spirit of one person willing to make a difference. That single drop can create a ripple, and that ripple can become a wave. Here, in this arena, let the energy of your spirit flow like a river, getting stronger, converging, flooding this field, enveloping and enriching this space. This is the essence of unity. This is the spirit of these games.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the field as we present the 2018 USA Games Special Olympics flag. The flag is being carried by a united softball team from the small town of Jay, Oklahoma, the Fighting Peacocks.
Holly Rowe and Kevin Nagani back with you as we continue the opening ceremony of the Special Olympics USA Games. You see this unified softball team from Oklahoma, 6 Special Olympic athletes, 6 unified partners, most of the team hailing from the town of Jay, which is a population of 2,400 in eastern Oklahoma, Holly.
Well, they play good softball in Oklahoma. I know that. You know, this has been a beautiful celebration, and I just want to share one quick story. Tim Shriver, the CEO of Special Olympics, told me that there was a high school in Rhode Island, Ponagansett High School, that all of the high school students took a pledge, and part of that pledge said, I pledge to overcome the fear of difference and replace it with the power of inclusion. That's what we're seeing today.
Absolutely. And Holly, I was there with Tim. It was the most moving environment when you talk about high school kids all embracing the idea of unified and inclusion. We're seeing that, of course, today. By the way, Unified pairs up athletes with intellectual disabilities with those without. And they work together. Started in Connecticut by Robert Bo Doherty. He brought the idea to Eunice Kennedy Shriver in 1983. And by 1995, it became a part of the World Games. And we'll see it in 8 of the 14 sports here in Seattle this week.
More than 500,000 unified partners competing around the world.
And the belief, of course, with Unified is you're creating leaders of tomorrow when you're working together. I've met many high school students that take part in Unified, and we're going to see many of them here this week. And that kind of leadership is going to be carried later on in life, in college, and then when you're in the working world of understanding the idea of inclusion.
And now, representing USA Games premier sponsor, Microsoft, please welcome Microsoft President and Honorary Chairman of the Games, Brad Smith.
Hello. All of us in Seattle have been working for the last 2.5 years to get ready for today, to welcome all of you and your family and your friends. We are so happy that you are here. Every time a city has the opportunity to host an Olympic event or a World's Fair, it's an opportunity not only to be a great host, but to create a legacy. 55 years ago, Seattle hosted the World's Fair, and it built a legacy, an icon, the Space Needle, a symbol that people associate around the world with this place. But this week, we will build a bigger legacy still. It is in each and every one of you. Together, we have an opportunity to build a legacy of understanding, of appreciation, of commitment. A commitment for each of us to bring out the best in ourselves, to bring out the best in everyone around us. That is what each and every one of you represent. When we think about what we will all do this week, whether we're competing or spectating and cheering all of you on, this is a week when we can do even more than rise together. We can stand together. We can stick together. And more than anything else, we can build together. Let's build a legacy that lasts. Thank you very much.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, won't you please welcome Another Seattle legend, a player they called the Glove, NBA Hall of Famer, Gary Payton.
Come on, we can get these athletes a little bit more hand than that. Come on. Everyone here is making a commitment to inclusion. Now it's time for all the participants of these games to lock in with their commitments and take their oaths. We begin with the official oath. Here is athlete and U.S. Games golf official Stacy Johnston Gleason.
Thank you, Gary. A few years ago, I realized that there are not enough athletes as officials, as there should be. Well, guess what? I became one. And I'm here to say you can too. Can I now ask all the officials in the stadium to please rise for the official's oath? If you would repeat after me, in the name of all judges and officials, I promise that we shall officiate in these Special Olympics Games.
I promise that we officiate in these all Special Olympic Games
With complete impartiality. Respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them. In the spirit of sportsmanship. Thank you, officials.
Thank you. Now for the coach's oath. Here is North Dakota's flag football coach, Michael Stratton.
I feel unbelievably fortunate to be able to coach Special Olympics. When I first got involved, I had no idea how big of an impact it would have on my life. Now, will all the coaches in the stadium please rise and repeat after me? In the name of all coaches, I promise that we shall take part in these Special Olympics Games.
I promise that we should take part in these Special Olympic Games.
Respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them.
Respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them.
In the true spirit of sportsmanship.
In the true spirit of sportsmanship.
For the glory of sport.
For the glory of sport.
And honor of our team.
And honor of our team.
Thank you, coaches.
And finally, for the athlete's oath, a track and field star from Alaska, here is Aisha Abdul-Jalil.
I've been an athlete with Special Olympics for the past 11 years. I've made so many new friends and even got my dream job working for Special Olympics Alaska. Now, can all the athletes of the USA Games please rise for the athlete's oath and repeat after me? Let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Congratulations, athletes!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome and enjoy soul and R&B singer-songwriter Alan Stone.
On and on, that's how we go. On and on, that's all we know. We've been waiting for this moment.
broken, running on empty, running on empty, running on, running on, running on. One tall light glorious, head high, head high, head high. One tall light glorious, head high, head high, head high, high. Come on, Warriors, streamers up! Come on! For this moment, yeah! We've been waiting, waiting. We don't run from our opponents, yeah! We don't run from them, we don't run from them. There is nothing to defeat us. Dedication, it will lead us. Head high, head high, head high. Head high, head high, head high. Walk tall like warriors. Head high, head high, head high. Walk tall like warriors. Head high, head high, head high. Walk tall like warriors. Head high, head high, head high. Walk tall like warriors. Head high, head high, head high. Streamers up! There is nothing to defeat us. Dedication, it will lead us. Head high, head high, head high. Head high, head high, head high. Walk tall like warriors. Head high, head high, head high. Walk tall like warriors. Head high, head high, head high. Walk tall like warriors. Head high, head high, head high. Walk tall like warriors. Head high, head high, head high.
Alan Stone having a lot of fun. Still ahead, the journey of the flame, the lighting of the cauldron as the opening ceremony of the USA Games from Seattle continue after this on ABC.
What is it about a flame? At times fleeting, and others fierce. Like us, it feeds, breathes, and propagates. And like the best of humanity, a flame has the ability to show us the way.
When our hearts are touched and when they are opened, then there is a world on fire.
The flame of hope is fire at its best. A powerful symbol of inclusion. The warm glow of acceptance.
I'm not on the sideline anymore. I'm included. That's all that matters.
As fire once protected our ancestors, so the flame of hope is carried by those who protect us today. Law enforcement officers from across the country join with athletes to carry this precious spark across forest and plain, through city and village, bridging divides, opening minds, touching all, one step at a time.
Law enforcement torch run. Special Olympics torch run.
Millennia ago, fire allowed ancient peoples to spread out across the globe. Today, it brings us back together, a celebration ignited by a single flame.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you now to join us in welcoming the Flame of Hope to Husky Stadium.
And the Flame of Hope, representing courage and celebration of diversity. Final leg is the portion of the law enforcement torch relay in anticipation of a national or world games. By the way, this campaign has raised over $675 million worldwide for Special Olympics, over $50 million in 2016 alone. And here comes the entrance runner from the tunnel, Ernie Roundtree from Pennsylvania, my home state. He's been involved with Special Olympics in Pennsylvania for many years. You can see the emotion. Takes part in middle distance running events, also an accomplished marathon runner. Ernie has completed 5 of the past 2 years marathons. Been a part of the law enforcement torch run final leg at the Pennsylvania State Summer Games for the past 7 years. And he hands off to our next runner, Joshua Hickey, 2006 Games athlete representing Iowa. His sport, athletics. Been a part of Special Olympics since 1999. Has competed in sports ranging from snowshoeing to volleyball. In 2004, he was named the Special Olympics Iowa Male Athlete of the Year. Joshua was competing for his grandma, who recently passed away. He used to drive 8 hours, by the way, his grandmother, round trip just to see him in action. That flame means so much to so many people. Carrying hope. And the handoff to runner number 2, 2010 Games athlete Isaiah Pope. 22 years young from Nebraska. His sport is flag football. Big fan of the Bears and the Bulls. Twice a week, Isaiah volunteers to help teach PE at his neighborhood elementary school. I love stories like that, giving back, understanding the awareness of inclusion, and helping other athletes. Isaiah handing it off to 2014 Games athlete Pauline Natural. 55 years old from New Jersey. Her sport is bocce. She's been a part of Special Olympics for 40 years, and in 2007, Pauline was inducted into the New Jersey Special Olympics Hall of Fame. She won gold in golf in the 2014 USA Games in front of her home state crowd. Those games in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Pauline is determined to find runner number 4, and that is Jennifer Goodley, who will wrap things up in her home state of Washington. Jennifer's from nearby Bremerton, Washington, just across the Puget Sound from Seattle. She competes in bench press, combination bench and deadlift, and you hear that crowd here at Husky Stadium supporting her. By the way, every person that's ever been on TV is aware that that is her microphone on the back, and I can tell you, nothing's going to stop her. There it is. The lighting of the cauldron with our grand marshals in attendance, Tim Corrigan and Shaquem Griffin.
2018 Special Olympics USA Games officially open.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome now multi-nominated singer, songwriter, and producer, Charlie Puth.
Let me hear y'all make some noise, come on. Yeah. Maybe I'ma get a little anxious. Maybe I'ma get a little shy. Cause everybody's trying to be famous. And I'm just trying to find a place to hide. All I wanna do is just hold somebody. But no one ever wants to get to know somebody. I don't even know how to explain this. I don't even think I'm gonna try. And that's okay. I promise myself one day I'ma tell them all that you could either hate me or love me, but that's just the way I am. I'ma tell them all that you could either hate me or love me, but that's just the way I am. 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 Maybe I'ma get a little nervous. Maybe I don't go out anymore. Feeling like I really don't deserve this. Maybe nothing like it was before. So all I wanna do is just hold somebody. But no one ever wants to get to know somebody. If you go and look under the surface, maybe I'm a little insecure. And that's okay. I promise myself one day I'ma tell them all that you could either hate me or love me, but that's just the way I am. I'ma tell them all that you could either hate me or love me, but that's just the way I am. 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 That's just the way I'ma tell them all that you could either hate me or love me, but that's just the way I am. Yeah, this is what you wanted. Well, this is what you wanted, yeah. Yeah, this is what you wanted. Well, this is what you wanted all along. Everybody's trying to be famous, and I'm just trying to find a place to hide. Yeah. I'ma tell them all that you could either hate me or love me, but that's just the way I am. I'ma tell them all that you could either hate me or love me, but that's just the way I am. 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 Hey. I'ma tell them all that you could either hate me or love me, but that's just the way I am. Keep making noise for the flame, y'all. This is a great day. This is a great, great day. Yeah. Yeah. What you thinking? You think that you could be better off with somebody new? Oh, baby, no. You say you're leaving. Well, if you wanna leave, there ain't nobody stopping you. I won't beg for your love, won't say please. I won't fall to the ground on my knees. You know I've given this everything, baby, honestly. Baby, honestly, I lie for you, baby. Die for you, baby. Cry for you, baby. But tell me what you've done for me, for you, baby. Only you, baby. Things I do, baby. But tell me what you've done for me. I never cheated, deleted everyone, 'cause they made you uncomfortable. Oh, baby, no. These accusations, I can't apologize for something that I didn't do. I won't beg for your love, won't say please. I won't fall to the ground on my knees. You know I've given this everything, baby, honestly. Baby, honestly, I lie You know I'm giving this everything, baby, honestly. Tell me what you've done for me. Yeah, tell me what you for you, baby, only you, baby, the things I do, baby. Hey, tell me what you no, tell me what you've done for me. Yeah, tell me what you've done for me. I got one more. Stay up here, but I got one more for y'all, if that's okay. It's an absolute honor for all of us to be here on this beautiful day in Seattle. Thank you for having me. Yeah, we're good. Sing along if you know it. Pascal, you might need to come up here. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Sing it out! Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again. Why'd you have to leave so soon, yeah? Why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to leave me when I needed you the most? I play it back over and over and hear your last word. I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. So carry on, give me all the strength I need to carry on. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again. Oh, see you. How do I breathe without you? I'm feeling so cold. I've been waiting right here for you till the day I'm home. So carry on, give me all the strength I need to carry on. So let the light guide your way. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you when I see you again. Yes.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you, Booth, Marshmallow, all the amazing performances. Thank you all for being here. 2018 Special Olympics, please rise with us. Thank you so much, guys. We're out.
From Illinois, Allison Bergeron.
Come on, Allison! Come on! Go, 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 go!
Come on, Allie, finish strong, finish strong. You got it, keep going, Allie, you got it. Woo!
This has been amazing. There you go.
Yes! Oh, third! Third!
Seventh place from Louisiana, we've got Alexis Hernandez. In sixth place from Missouri, Emily Carroll. Fifth place from Tennessee, Michelle Mosley. In fourth place from New Hampshire, Phoenix Irish. Bronze medal from the state of Illinois, Allison Bergeron. Silver medal from the District of Columbia, Melissa Covington. And the gold medal from the state of Louisiana, Iris Woods. Let's hear it to these athletes.
Come on, girl. Come on, girls. Get all the way up there. Hey, that's a good throw. That's a good throw, Allie. Way to go, Allie. Woo! Good throw. Nice throw, Allie. Way to go. Nice throw. Allie, you can do it.
Let's go.
Let's go, Allie! Throw, Allie, throw! Oh, Lordy.
Our next event on the track, 800-meter run in the M03 to All right, participation medal for the state of Louisiana and Kaylin Butler.
Show him. There you go. See if they're still on.
Bronze medal, also to the state of Louisiana, and Alexis Hernandez. Silver medal, State of Illinois, Allison Berggren. And the gold medal from Washington, Tina Calentino.
Right on the line. Stand right close to the line.
Who's that singer she likes so much?
Charlie Puth.
Pretend Charlie Puth is right there and you're jumping over to hug him.
Jumping into his arms.
Jumping into Charlie Puth's arms. Jump to Charlie Puth, Allie. Allie, get up to the line.
Oh, move her up. Move it. Stop. Come on. Hey, ref. Move her up.
Allie. Allie, get up to the line. You can do it, Allie. Big jump, girl. All the way to the line. All the way to the line. Good girl. All right. I guess they don't do it by age.
Well, I'm sure for everybody, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
She's doing amazing today. Come on, Allison.
You can do it, Al. You can do it. Start from that line. Pretend you're jumping to Charlie Puth.
There we
Yeah, now you got it. You go, girl. Woohoo! All right.
Good job, Al.
For the standing long jump.
Can you take some great photos and then text them back to me? Okay. Sure. Oh my God.
All right, in sixth place from Iowa, we've got Laura Smith. In fifth place from Pennsylvania, Nina Canaria.
You stay back.
In fourth place from Tennessee, Kiki Hines. And with the bronze medal from Tennessee, Michelle Mosley. Silver medal from the state of Missouri, Emily Carroll. And a gold medal from Illinois, Allison.
Hey, Allison!
Sometimes it's hard to leave a party, especially when it's a good one. And this year's Special Olympics USA Games, these athletes from all around our great nation celebrate the kind of victory you won't find on any medal, that of opportunity.
All right, if everybody directs your attention to the stage, we have some people up here that we would like to recognize today. It is Team Illinois. They were Team Illinois, and that's right. Make as much noise as you can. This is the day to do it. Team Illinois in the 2018 USA Games that took place from July 1st through 7th in Seattle, Washington. Now you had 50 athletes and unified partners, 13 coaches, 3 youth leadership experience, and 3 staff. So let's hear it for them. On this Global Day of Inclusion. Here they are, the members of Team Illinois. I'll introduce them one by one, and then everybody give them a huge round of applause. Coach Matt Nelson. Allison Berggren. And Coach Tara Murphy. Ladies and gentlemen, another huge round of applause for Team Illinois from our 2018 USA Games.